As we discussed in the last video, teamwork builds off of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. While Maslow's modes focused on the individual, the cultural pyramid looks at team needs. Just as it's true individuals will not be able to perform at the height you'd like them until their individual needs are met, this is equally true for teams. We've created the cultural pyramid to best illustrate this parallel. Think of it like Maslow's hierarchy of needs for teams. The first level is survival mode. A good way to understand survival mode is to think from the perspective of a new person who enters your team. One of the first things new people do is quickly assess the office politics. Often what is said in the interview and onboarding process is measured against reality. New people also spend a lot of time getting to know their fellow employees, quickly assessing who to avoid and who they can trust. For new people, survival mode is a natural progression to happier places within the pyramid. But what about people already in your work group? If you're still in survival mode, you must watch for hidden agendas, conflict, and turf wars. People often cater to their lowest level of character if they're in survival mode for any length of time. Remember, we are talking about team mode here. If an individual is on the bubble or gets in trouble, survival mode might be a positive thing. But if your overall team is in survival mode, then you could be in serious trouble. Also remember that survival mode can occur as companies change policies or procedures, gain new leadership, and is especially true in downsizing, acquisitions, and mergers. Reality is, change is always necessary to grow. It's not a bad thing. But as a leader, you must understand everything you can do to keep your group out of survival mode. The second level of the cultural pyramid is compliance mode. Here, expectations are set and people generally fulfill their roles. It's not a perfect world, but as a leader, people do what you tell them to. The problem is, they usually only do what you tell them to and don't do more than is expected. Only after you earn more trust and create a culture that is more open will the group leave this stage. This leads to the next level, confidence mode. Given direction, vision, and support, employees begin to feel safe enough to think differently. As a group, confidence grows, synergy flows, and results are positive relationships and cooperation. Employees at confidence mode suggest ways to improve your cultural processes and are excited to take on new challenges. You can see confidence mode when employees enthusiastically hang out together after work. Company functions are exciting times and turnover is low. When a civilization is operating at this level, amazing things can happen. It's a great thing. However, there is one danger of confidence mode, and that is overconfidence. Without effective leadership, confidence can quickly become arrogance. Arrogance creates havoc and a path to decline. Manipulative leaders often purposely keep their people in confidence mode by pointing to an us versus the world mentality. As a leader, you must take confidence and channel it effectively, keeping people from becoming comfortably numb by their success. A look at Fortune 500 turnover over the years will demonstrate that very few can stay on top for more than a few decades. The path to decline occurs when leaders cling to the past and refuse to see ideas outside of their company. The fourth level is creative mode. That's where a culture is not only confident and trusting, but is now willing to accept ideas from outside of themselves. We often refer to this as innovation. Leadership and culture are open to differing ideas. They're willing to explore and experiment with new points, with new concepts. This is a very powerful place for companies to be because it is where they reach new heights. The fifth and top level is Transcendent Mode. Very few ever reach this level. Here, innovation and profit reach exponential heights. Groups that reach this level are written about in history books and literally change the world. Now, each work culture is obviously unique, and at times departments even within a company may be different places within the pyramid. But the concepts are vital to understanding teamwork. Your challenge as an effective leader is to be vigilant during the downturns, to get your employees rising quickly. Be the leader that your civilization needs, and your people will perform beyond your expectations.